And as someone who is able to reverse a lot of diseases that you mentioned before, let's
Hmm.
say someone is looking to clean up their diet and they specifically want to try this vegan lifestyle out.
Hmm.
Most people they start off. Well, most people in America, I hate to say, they don't know how to cook in general, let alone
Hmm.
prepare vegan food. So,
Right.
you got any advice you would give a fresh new vegan prospect that just went vegan like yesterday? As far as like, hey, I want to be able to prepare food that didn't taste like, I don't know, melted wheat bread.
Cardboard.
That's even worse.
So, man, I always encourage people to try things that you're accustomed to eating. Let's start there. Who doesn't like a nice burger, right? Who doesn't like a nice taco, right? I mean, who doesn't like, certain soul foods, mac and cheese, things that I mean, certain so it's like what I have a tendency, what I try to tell people, right, is that all you're doing is rotating or alternating out the dairy products. You don't have to switch up the seasonings and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Read the labels. If it has some animal byproducts in there, like, okay, you can't use that. But for the most part, like seasonings are vegan. Okay, for the most part. 90% of seasonings are vegan, okay? Like,
Another way to look at that is if you've seen that show Naked and Afraid, these are people that are actually going out on TV and like killing the animal and eating it raw.
hmm, yeah,
Unless you're gonna do like them, most people aren't gonna do that. They're putting
right.
plants on their food to give it flavor. So all you
Exactly
gotta do
that.
is just not use the meat.
Yeah. So it's like, you find, different meat substitutes, right? Because I think that's one of the most difficult things as far as, the meat substitutes and the cheese, right? Is the most difficult things that you're gonna kind of run into. Like what do I sub, for pulled pork? What do I sub for fish? What do I sub for chicken, burgers? You know what I'm saying? So like it's that cheese, right? What do I sub, because we all have different taste buds. What's, your best, option, taste, and things of that nature, right? And you kind of go from there, you know what I'm saying? And so you get in there and you toil around like the rest of us did. Like none of us started out like full, well, I ain't gonna say none of us, right? I didn't start out a full-blown chef, right? My mother was the chef, you know what I'm saying, of our family. You know what I'm saying? Anytime we went somewhere, they wanted my mother to cook. I didn't put that together till I went vegan. That it was already in my DNA. My daddy was ice cold on that pit. He was he was ice cold on that grill. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't realize all this till I went vegan and I started cooking. I'm like, "Dang, my daddy used to, throw down in this area. My mama, she was just cold with everything, right? You know what I'm saying? And so it's in my DNA, you know what I'm saying? Which I think matters as well, right? You know what I'm saying? Some people will just not ever know how to cook. I said what I said. Okay?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think we
I'm
can all do a
sorry.
bit better, but yeah.
So it's just about, man, just trying to get in there and and just figure out, read your labels, see what tastes good to you, right? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to cook for yourself, at the end of the day, it's what tastes good to you. You know what I'm saying? What your palate enjoys, right? So just sub out, the meat substitutes. You got various things. You got jackfruit, you got mushrooms, you got Beyond Meat, you got Impossible Meat, you got all kind of stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? That you can kind of, make transitions. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about figuring it out the way you like it. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to figure that out, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? We can serve you.